September 2026 brings Capricorn into a financially important period where discipline, patience, professional ambition, and long-term planning can work together to create meaningful progress. This month is not simply about earning more money. It is about strengthening your financial foundation, understanding where your resources are going, recognizing opportunities that can genuinely improve your future, and learning how to build wealth without creating unnecessary pressure. September forecasts for Capricorn emphasize career progress, improved earning potential, savings, debt management, and the importance of controlling expenses and making practical financial decisions. You may enter September with a strong desire to make your financial situation more stable. Perhaps you have been thinking about increasing your income, finding a better position, asking for a raise, starting a side business, paying down debt, building savings, investing in property, or creating a financial plan that can support your long-term goals. You may also feel that you have spent enough time simply managing the present and are now ready to build something more permanent. Capricorn naturally thinks about the future. You understand that real success rarely happens overnight. You are willing to work. You are willing to wait. You are willing to sacrifice short-term comfort when you believe something valuable can be built over time. Those qualities can become extremely powerful financial advantages during September. This month encourages you to trust your ability to build slowly, but it also asks you not to become so focused on long-term goals that you ignore opportunities available to you right now. There may be a financial matter at the beginning of September that requires your attention. A loan, payment, debt, contract, subscription, family responsibility, property expense, or previous financial commitment may need to be reviewed. Some September forecasts specifically highlight the importance of reassessing financial commitments, clearing debts, and maintaining careful control over expenses during this period. Do not postpone the issue simply because it feels uncomfortable. Look at the numbers. Understand what you owe. Understand what you earn. Understand what you spend. Understand which financial commitments are helping you and which ones are quietly limiting your freedom. Once you know the truth about your financial situation, you can begin improving it. Capricorn does not need financial illusions. You need a solid foundation. One of the strongest themes of September is professional progress. Your financial situation may improve because your career begins moving in a more productive direction. You could receive greater recognition, additional responsibilities, a promotion, a new position, a better project, or an opportunity that allows you to demonstrate your abilities more clearly. Some September forecasts point toward recognition, promotion, stronger professional returns, and improved opportunities for earning and saving. But remember, Capricorn, responsibility is not the same as compensation. You may already be doing more than your official role requires. You may be solving problems that other people avoid. You may be taking responsibility when situations become difficult. You may be the person others depend on. Your reliability is valuable. Your experience is valuable. Your ability to remain calm under pressure is valuable. Your organizational skills are valuable. Your long-term thinking is valuable. Do not assume that everyone automatically understands how much value you create. Make your achievements visible. Keep track of successful projects. Document measurable results. Remember situations where you increased efficiency, reduced costs, improved performance, solved difficult problems, or helped a company achieve an important goal. If you eventually negotiate your salary or request a promotion, these details can make your conversation much stronger. You do not need to become aggressive. You do not need to demand recognition. You simply need to communicate your value with confidence. For Capricorn natives searching for employment, September can be a useful period for taking professional opportunities more seriously. You may discover that your experience qualifies you for a position that you previously considered out of reach. Do not automatically reject an opportunity because you do not meet every single requirement. If you possess the core skills and can learn the rest, consider applying. Your discipline and ability to follow through can be just as valuable as raw talent. During an interview, do not focus only on how much you still need to learn. Explain what you already know. Show what you have accomplished. Talk about problems you have solved. Demonstrate that you understand responsibility. Employers often value someone who can be trusted to finish what they start. That is one of Capricorn's greatest professional strengths. September may also bring an opportunity to improve your financial situation through additional income. Perhaps you have been considering a side business. Perhaps you want to freelance. Perhaps you have a skill that could be turned into a service. Perhaps you have experience that other people would pay for. Perhaps you could create an online source of income. Perhaps you could monetize knowledge you have accumulated throughout your career. Ask yourself a simple question. What can I do well enough that someone would willingly pay me for it? The answer could reveal a financial opportunity. You do not need to build a huge business immediately. Start small. Test one idea. Find one customer. Solve one problem. Learn from the experience. Then improve. Capricorn becomes financially powerful when consistency is allowed to compound over time. September also asks you to take a closer look at your spending habits. You may already be more disciplined than many people, but even Capricorn can develop expenses that quietly become normal. Subscriptions, memberships, online services, delivery fees, entertainment, convenience purchases, travel expenses, household costs, small recurring payments. None of these may seem significant individually, but together they can create a financial burden. Take some time to examine your recent spending. Ask yourself which expenses genuinely support your life. Ask yourself which ones are simply habits. Ask yourself which expenses you would remove if you were starting your financial life again today. You may discover that you can save a surprising amount of money without making dramatic sacrifices. September is not asking you to stop enjoying life. It is asking you to make sure that your lifestyle is not growing faster than your financial foundation. You can enjoy quality. You can enjoy travel. You can enjoy good food. You can purchase things that make your life better. But you do not need to use spending as proof of success. Real financial confidence is being able to enjoy something without needing anyone else to know how much it cost. This month is also favorable for strengthening savings. Instead of simply deciding that you should save more, create a specific target. Maybe you want an emergency fund. Maybe you want to eliminate debt. Maybe you want to buy property. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to invest. Maybe you want to create enough savings that an unexpected expense does not immediately create stress. Give the goal a number. Give it a deadline. Then divide it into manageable steps. A financial goal becomes much easier to follow when you can measure your progress. Capricorn benefits from structure. Use that strength. Create a monthly savings target. Track your progress. Review your expenses. Adjust when necessary. And do not become discouraged if progress feels slow. Slow progress is still progress. September may also be an important month for dealing with debt. Some forecasts specifically identify debt reduction and financial restructuring as useful themes for Capricorn during this period. If you have high-interest debt, understand exactly how much it is costing you. If there are multiple financial obligations, consider whether they can be simplified or reorganized. If you have loans or shared financial responsibilities, make sure you understand the terms. Do not ignore small debts simply because they seem manageable. Small obligations can become large sources of stress when they accumulate. Every payment that reduces your financial burden increases your future freedom. You may also want to review old financial commitments. Perhaps there is a service you no longer use. Perhaps you are paying for something because you forgot to cancel it. Perhaps a contract is no longer beneficial. Perhaps you could negotiate better terms. September is a good month to clean up financial clutter. The fewer unnecessary obligations you carry, the more flexibility you have. For Capricorn entrepreneurs, September can bring opportunities for growth, but expansion should be approached carefully. You may feel ready to invest more in your business. Perhaps you want new equipment. Perhaps you want to hire someone. Perhaps you want to increase advertising. Perhaps you want a larger workspace. Perhaps you want to launch a new product. Perhaps you want to enter a new market. These ideas may be worthwhile. But before making a major financial commitment, look at the numbers. Look at revenue. Look at profit. Look at cash flow. Look at expenses. Look at customer demand. Look at how long it will take to recover your investment. Look at what happens if growth takes longer than expected. Some 2026 Capricorn forecasts specifically recommend that entrepreneurs control operational expenses and reevaluate business partnerships during the third quarter. The strongest business decision is not always the biggest one. Sometimes the smartest move is improving the system you already have. Maybe you can reduce costs. Maybe you can automate repetitive tasks. Maybe you can improve your pricing. Maybe you can focus on your most profitable service. Maybe you can stop spending money on advertising that produces weak results. Maybe you can improve relationships with existing customers rather than constantly searching for new ones. September encourages you to look beneath the surface. A business can have impressive revenue and still have weak profitability. Make sure you understand the difference. Partnerships may also become financially significant. Someone could approach you with a business proposal. A colleague may suggest working together. A friend may want to invest with you. A client may offer a larger project. A professional connection may open a new door. The opportunity could be valuable. But Capricorn should not allow trust or familiarity to replace financial clarity. Discuss responsibilities. Discuss ownership. Discuss payment. Discuss expenses. Discuss deadlines. Discuss decision-making. Discuss what happens if one person wants to leave. Clear agreements protect good relationships. Do not assume that everyone has the same expectations simply because everyone is excited about the same opportunity. Write important details down. The more money involved, the more important clarity becomes. Investment decisions also require patience during September. You may hear about an opportunity that promises strong returns. Perhaps someone tells you about a new business. Perhaps a friend recommends an investment. Perhaps social media makes a particular opportunity look extremely attractive. Do not allow other people's excitement to become your financial strategy. Research independently. Understand the risks. Consider potential losses. Look at the time horizon. Understand the fees. Understand who controls the money. If you cannot explain how the investment works in simple terms, you may not understand it well enough to invest. You do not need to prove your intelligence by making a fast decision. Sometimes the smartest financial decision is waiting. September may also bring greater awareness around shared finances. You could be dealing with a loan, mortgage, family money, joint account, business funds, or another financial connection involving someone else. Astrological forecasts for September emphasize the importance of reviewing shared resources, debts, loans, joint financial commitments, and financial arrangements with partners or family members. This is an important area for Capricorn because you may naturally take responsibility when other people struggle. You may feel that you should solve the problem. You may feel responsible for protecting everyone. But remember this: helping others should not require sacrificing your own financial stability. You can support someone without becoming responsible for everything they do. You can be generous while maintaining boundaries. You can help when you genuinely have the ability. You can say no when saying yes would create serious financial pressure. That is not selfishness. That is financial maturity. September may also bring attention to property. You could be considering buying a home, renovating your current home, moving, purchasing land, or making another major household investment. Long-term property planning may be particularly relevant for Capricorn during this period. But do not focus only on the purchase price. Think about maintenance. Think about taxes. Think about repairs. Think about insurance. Think about utilities. Think about transportation. Think about unexpected costs. A property can be an important long-term asset, but only if the financial commitment remains sustainable. Do not allow excitement to make the decision for you. Let the numbers speak. One of the deeper financial lessons of September is learning that stability is not boring. For Capricorn, stability can actually be freedom. Having savings means you can make decisions without panic. Reducing debt means you have more choices. Increasing your income means you can invest more in your future. Building professional skills means you have more opportunities. Creating multiple income streams means you are less dependent on one source. This is the kind of wealth that lasts. You may also begin to realize that financial success does not require you to prove anything to other people. Someone else may have a larger house. Someone else may drive a more expensive car. Someone else may appear to have a more successful business. That does not determine your financial position. You do not need to compete with another person's lifestyle. Your goal is to create a financial life that works for you. Around the middle of September, you may become more serious about your long-term financial goals. Perhaps you want to reach a specific savings number. Perhaps you want to buy property. Perhaps you want to become debt-free. Perhaps you want to build investment income. Perhaps you want to retire earlier. Perhaps you want to create enough financial independence that you can choose your work instead of simply accepting whatever is available. Write the goal down. Give it a number. Give it a timeline. Then divide it into smaller actions. Do not allow the size of the goal to intimidate you. A large financial achievement is usually the result of many small decisions repeated for a long time. One payment. One saving decision. One additional client. One better negotiation. One professional skill. One careful investment. 1 month of discipline. Then another. And another. That is how financial strength is created. September may also encourage Capricorn to invest in professional development, a certification, a technical course, leadership training, business education, better equipment, technology, a professional website, marketing, a skill that allows you to work with better clients. Not every expense is a loss. Some expenses can increase your future earning ability. The important thing is to invest intentionally. Before spending, ask yourself what the long-term benefit is. Will it help you earn more? Will it qualify you for a better position? Will it allow you to charge more? Will it attract better clients? Will it save you time? Will it improve your professional reputation? If the answer is yes, the expense may be worth considering. But if you are spending simply because something looks impressive, wait. Your money deserves a purpose. As September progresses, you may begin to notice a change in your relationship with money. You may become less interested in quick gains. You may become more interested in lasting wealth. You may become more selective about opportunities. You may stop feeling pressure to say yes to every financial possibility. You may realize that not every opportunity is worth your time. This is an important transformation. Your time is a financial resource. Your energy is a financial resource. Your attention is a financial resource. Protect them. Do not spend them on situations that repeatedly produce little value. By the final part of September, some of the decisions you made earlier in the month may begin producing visible results. A professional conversation could lead to a promotion. A salary negotiation could improve your income. A side project could generate additional money. A business adjustment could improve profit. A debt reduction plan could create greater breathing room. A property decision could become clearer. A carefully managed financial commitment could begin working in your favor. The improvement may not happen dramatically. It may happen quietly, but quiet progress is still progress. You may look at your finances and realize that you are no longer simply hoping things will improve. You are actively creating the improvement. That is the difference. Capricorn, your greatest financial advantage this month is your ability to think long-term. You are capable of staying focused when other people become distracted. You can work when other people quit. You can wait when other people become impatient. You can build systems. You can take responsibility. You can turn small improvements into lasting results. These qualities are extremely valuable. Do not underestimate them. One unnecessary expense removed. One additional client. One better contract. One salary negotiation. One debt payment. One new professional skill. 1 month of disciplined saving. One carefully researched investment. One decision to protect your time. Small actions can eventually create enormous changes. September is not asking Capricorn to become obsessed with money. It is asking you to respect money enough to give it direction. Earn with purpose. Spend with awareness. Save consistently. Invest carefully. Protect your assets. Reduce unnecessary obligations. And never allow short-term excitement to destroy long-term stability. Most importantly, remember that your financial past does not define your financial future. Maybe you made mistakes. Maybe you spent more than you should have. Maybe you trusted the wrong person. Maybe a business opportunity failed. Maybe you experienced a period when money felt uncertain. Maybe you accepted less compensation than your work deserved. Those experiences can become lessons. They do not have to become your identity. September gives Capricorn an opportunity to create a stronger, more organized, and more secure relationship with money. You are learning that wealth is not only about earning more. It is about keeping more, growing more, reducing unnecessary financial pressure, protecting your future, building useful assets, and creating enough stability that you can make important decisions without fear. Your next financial breakthrough may not arrive as a dramatic fortune. It may begin with one quiet decision that nobody else notices. A budget, a debt payment, a salary conversation, a new client, a professional qualification, a better business system, a carefully planned property decision, a decision to stop lending money irresponsibly, a decision to stop spending simply because you are tired. One of those small decisions may eventually become the beginning of a much larger financial transformation. Remember this, Capricorn. Your financial future does not need to be built through one extraordinary opportunity. It can be built through discipline, patience, intelligent planning, consistent work, and powerful long-term decisions made one step at a time.